In between recordings, I've been sitting here listening to this track. It's stunning. It's absolutely stunning. But the music in this game in general is just so beautiful as well, and so easy to listen to, but very haunting at the same time also. But it's just gorgeous. It really is. By the way, my name is Calvin, also known as Dormont, and this is my first ever playthrough of In Stars in Time. I'm not even sure where we're going next. We're just like, we keep traveling around the castle a lot more. Let's meet up with this enemy first. It'd be cool if you get like an advantage if you hit them first. What the hell is that? I'm guessing paper, whatever it is. Just de-stress. Let's then work on this with some scissors. Right? Holy freaking hell, that's such a weird design, right? But I guess it's like de-stress with like the tears coming out as well. It's a very interesting character design, honestly. Yeah, we can just palm it. Again, I love the backgrounds, I love the designs. I've never played like Earthbound. I think it's different from what they did with Earthbound because it has a different energy completely from what I've seen. But I wonder if anyone else has played Earthbound. Because again, very different games, right? Very different vibes, very different energies, right? But like still, I would say like, you know, a classic 2D game as well. It'd be kind of cool to try it out sometimes. The closet is filled with gardening supplies, and you got the garden scissors. Okay, cool. You put the garden scissors in your pocket to equip later. And then it's as I said like before, like I think what's so cool, but look at the plants in here. Oh my god. They're gigantic. But yeah, as I was saying before, I love that this game is definitely like a beautiful love letter to classic 2D games while also carving its own path completely. You know what I mean? It's its own game. Very big plants and some tonics. This room is a mess. You got 2 super tonics. You got 1 sweet tonic. You give them to Bonnie for safekeeping. Some frozen flowers. They smell like flowers. What about this thing over here? Someone. Oh, this is someone. That's one of the house cooks. She was in the gardening class with me. She was taking the class to learn how to grow tasty vegetables. See, like there's memories like with every single person that's frozen. She often made soup with the veggies she made. Once she was said she needed some help breaking apart the turnip she grew to make it into a soup. So we told her to bring it into class and we'd all help her. And next class she brought the biggest turnip I'd ever seen. She had trouble even fitting it through the door. All these happy memories. She spent the entire class trying to cut it. It was that big. Huh. See what I mean? This happy memory turns into sadness very quickly. You know what I mean? Like, look at her face. Heartbreaking. How was the turnip? And Bonnie changing the topic here. Oh, it tasted awful, but since she was a cook and really particular about taste, we had to act as if it was delicious. Thank change, I was taking an acting class too. We got so much like so many classes, but like that's such like and there's no place to pass through with everyone following you. You try your best to pass through the tight space even with your allies. The tape. What? Oh, did I click on something by accident? But yeah, that quick moment where it's like this beautiful. You know, you think about the times you had with this person, but then it sets in. Oh my god, they're frozen. And it again reminds you of not only the task that you have ahead of you, but the sadness that comes along with losing people like this, you know? The closet's filled with gardening supplies. This game is like so freaking sick. It really is. Not about what I say sick, I mean cool. Right? I think you guys get that anyway. It's cool, but it's also like very emotional and wait, she says. And impactful. Sorry, Seafreen. You okay? It's just over there. That's the head housemaid. Oh, I was gonna go there anyway. I was just like, yeah, sorry. The head housemaid, huh? Someone like her definitely has some good stuff, right? Like keys, like snacks, like information. Let's go then. You follow along. Yeah, 100%. I was gonna go here anyway, but I was just checking what was there first. Cool interiors in this game as well, right? A pile of papers. You take one at random. It looks like a boring administrative papers. A pile of papers. Okay, so maybe we have to go around the other side of the desk. It's a lovely, cheesy, mushy letter from someone named Claude. A desk. Most of this side of the desk is taken by a single massive drawer. Whoa, it's completely stuffed full. You start looking through while everyone talks. So this is the office. The housemaid of the House of Dormont. She's wonderful. She manages the house and makes sure everyone is happy and fulfilled. She organizes a lot of events too. She's also a great crafter. She's always creates wonderful items that makes everyone's lives easier. She taught me so much. And again, this is like not just like people that like, you know, were friendly with her. These are people that like taught her so much about everything, you know? Most of the craft skills I know, I learned from her. She was the one, wasn't she? The one who was supposed to... Yes. She was the one who was supposed to defeat the king before Mirabelle was tasked with that. But the king was too strong and attacked out of nowhere now. I don't know what happened to her. When I fled the house, the king might have already... All those bad thoughts as well, right? They creep into your head. Don't worry, Mira. If she's that strong, I'm sure we'll find her safe and sound eventually. Yeah. Positive. I have to say positive. Honestly, in this situation, yes, 110%, but it's so natural that, you know, the way that they're writing Mirabelle, because it really does feel like a character who is like, you know, on the, almost like hanging on by a thread. You know what I mean? Like constantly just hanging on by a thread. And it's really like hard sometimes to like see her like in this distress, because you know that at any moment, if she didn't have these people around her, it'd be very difficult. And that's why I worry about the idea of her going all in this situation alone. The drawer was full of notes and boring administrative papers. No key. But why is it shining then? You should look elsewhere. And like we learned as well, obviously the idea that like, you know, before that Mirabelle is like the one who's going to would be able to go with this alone. But we don't want her to. The bookcase is filled with books about various subjects, various boring subjects. You leave the bookcase alone. A statue of the change god, it's been destroyed. So like, it seems to me like in the process of like taking over this place, there is a clear revolt against the change god in a way, right? So knows about the king. The head housemaid must have been looking for more information about him. Why do you even call the king the king? Vogard isn't a monarchy. Isn't king just a title he chose? Yes, but he chose it. Calling him something else oh my god. Sweetheart. And I think that's like actually very beautiful in a lot of ways, because like even though they're like, no matter how bad someone is to discredit what they want to be presented as, is something that Mirabelle refuses to do, and I think it's a very sweet thing. Yeah, that's just basic manners. Like, yeah, honestly, I think they're sweethearts. I think they're absolute sweethearts. Vogard is so weird. They definitely have different cultures, right? For sure. But I do think it is like a very beautiful place, and like that is to me like a very sweet outlook on life, honestly, from Mirabelle. A change ornament. Okay, let's move on down here. Whoa! Just like before, like the same type of boulder. There's nothing important there, right? So this is... What a waste of time. Wait, what if there is something important there and then like we're only gonna be able to get it back on a loop? At least we didn't get squashed though. Oh my god, what if we could only get what's in there on a loop? That would be disastrous, wouldn't it? Oh my god, you're adorable. Anguish, so like anguish? So there's different emotions, clearly, different sad emotions, I guess. I love how Odile gets angrier when they get hurt, by the way. Like, it's actually a very cool touch, honestly. Oh my god. I didn't think they'd get it turned that fast. They're very fast. Nice little revival there as well. Your turn for getting some paper out there. Wait, the frozen in time stuff again? That's what frozen in time is? Like the face, look at the expression on their face. Oh my god. Holy hell, the damage they're doing. And poor Mirabelle, look at her face as well. The damage that they're doing here is insane. bring them back into the fray, but they're going to get an attack again. We can't revive. We're not going to revive them now because we're just going to heal them afterwards. But like, what damage, man? A lot of damage. What? This guy nearly destroyed. Wait, now they're vulnerable. Now they're vulnerable. Get him, Bonnie. Get him. Genuinely a crazy fight. You breathe in and out. 500 XP received. Holy hell, man. Like an actual, like, crazy, but we'd have to be wary of that going forward, right? The door sure is locked, yeah. Sucks. Mirabelle, any idea where the key for this would be? I'm not sure, Oh. Oh no. Oh, I remember. The key. Oh my god, the keys in the head made it. Oh my god. And they're gonna utilize this loop in some way if we do get looped again, right? The keys in the head housemaid's office in her desk drawer. How did you miss it? Oh. I'm sorry. It's okay. I should have remembered why I didn't remember. It's okay. There was a lot of stuff going on. Hey, don't worry about it, Mira. Yes, you're not to blame here. Anything? It's Seafriend's job to look out for things. Hey, can we break it down? Looks really solid. And the fact that it's frozen in time doesn't help. So, are we stuck? Well, we could keep exploring this floor, but I'm pretty sure the key for this door was in the office. If you can't access it, then what should we do? We know what we can do, but you could loop back to before the room collapsed, couldn't you? And explore the admin room more? You could also stay here, but you don't think there's any point. Hey, Stardust. Sorry, this is a big decision, though. Like, in any type of, like this type of looping is, like, means you could go through a lot of pain. That you could go through a lot of suffering. Yes, like, you know, if we, like, I think that what they're talking about is maybe we're going to touch this thing down here. That's what I'm thinking. But, like, it's still, to me, like, it's still a big thought process, right? Sorry to interrupt, but I'm here in your head to beam some amazing advice. See the little icon on the top right? This is a helpful little icon to inform you that you are stuck in time. So we can't do anything if there's an X there. It's like a soft lock. No matter what, you won't be able to progress any further in the house of this loop. Only thing you do is find a way to loop back. Oopsies. Say, though, didn't you see some tears on the way here there? They might do the trick if you need to loop back easily. Come say hi sometime. I'm so lonely. Sob. Do you feel sorry for me yet? Oh my god. Can we go back and talk to them now? The tear floats gently. This is a big decision. Touch it. You reach out for the tear. We have to literally end our own lives to go back in time. That's crazy. But when they say we can go back... Oh, here we go. Hey, Stardust. Welcome back. Here's something I forgot to mention before. It'll save you time, so it's important. So listen up. Do you see the house now? Do you see how you can loop to specific moments, specific places? Looping backwards in time is a piece of cake for you, but looping forwards in time is going to be a little harder. You're going against the loop's will, after all. To be able to move forwards in time when you die, you'll need to use up some your memories. Do you see the little star symbol at the bottom of the screen? It shows how many memories you have at your disposal. Trying to get farther than you were just when you just died will cost you some memories, so make sure you have enough memories to spend. Oh, I can sense you're panicking. Don't worry, this won't use up the good, fun memories you have of your party, just the boring, useless memories you have of your battles. Have you noticed? So every time we battle, we get a memory? For each battle you fought, you gained a memory skirmish. And those are the memories you can use to loop forwards. Over time, you'll fight some battles that will earn you even more memories. Isn't that neat? Wow, look at me yapping and yapping. I'll get into all that information in one sentence. To loop forward in time, you'll need memories, which you gain every time you win a battle. And by the way, you opened the floor's gate. Good work. If you manage to open the floor's gate in the future when you loop back, you'll be able to get to that floor with most doors open by using memories. Pretty useful if you're too lazy to find all those keys again. To unlock all the doors, press X on this map screen. Do it. Do it. Well, not now. I'm talking... Okay. Now. X. How does that work? So do we click it and then go into it? Because I want to go back here, right? Because they said we can go forward in time. So let's... Oh my god, all the way back here. You wake up, you yawn. You knew being frozen in time just felt like a nice nap. Who knew frozen in time just feel like a nice nap? So we get to loop forward in time again, we're going to have to like die again? Which is crazy. You're up. The usual, please. Hey, Mira. We can fast forward this as well. It was alright. I'm glad. I know how much you value your naps. We can fast forward this too. You know what to say, make her happy. Sounds like an amazing idea. Sure. You think so, yes? Okay, so. There's two things I want to do. I want to go to talk to the shop owner to get the information that we need. I don't know, where is that shop? I don't know. It's not here. If we talk to the shop owner... Does it say what act we're on, by the way? If we save, it'll say what act we're on, right? So let's save really quickly. Act 2. We're still in Act 2. Perfect. Perfect. We're on loop 3. I want to go and talk to whatever shop owner we can talk to. Is it here? Are you the shop owner? There it is. Ahoy, traveling one. Oh, you're with Maribel and the lady with the glasses there. Same thing as before. You nod again. Blessing by the change god, huh? You wonder if the change god is the one who revived you and gave you those powers. It doesn't matter that much. Oh, before you forget. Yeah, there we go. Know anything about the locked doors in the house? Locked doors? Yes. There's one locked by, one of those word locks. Let's see. I remember. The open phrase to open it is storage room because there's a storage room inside. But I didn't want to unlock it if you just said storage room. Because people would just call it a storage room. Don't look at me like that. Well, either way, there's not much in there. Nonetheless, I hope it helps you on your journey tomorrow. That's good. So now we have that information as well. We also want to go talk to Loop a little bit. But I wonder, like, is there a way to loop forward in time from here? We have to die, right? We have to die if we want to loop forward in time. I think so. Same thing as before, right? Sif. Isa. Sif. Yes, it seems like the same conversation as before, right? But it's not letting us skip this one for some reason. Yes. You both laugh. Yeah, I think we're good on the conversations, right? Yeah, and let's see if we can talk to Loop again, because Loop is right here.
You did come and see me. Was it because you felt sorry for me after all alone under this big tree? That's so sweet, Stardust.
You're regretting it now.
Oh, Stardust, I can tell you're starting to like me. It's okay, just admit it. I won't judge. It's not weird. Anyway, how can I help you on this wonderful new loop?
Questions. So can we just talk to you? So I had questions about... Let's try everything. What should I do next?
What you should do? Well, big rob trap again. That's what happens when you don't look hard enough, Stardust.
We're feeling a bit down about that. Hard to see things with one eye. True.
Yeah, I know. You'll miss things no matter what, especially with your sight reduced. You shouldn't feel bad. You can loop back and look everywhere again after all.
That was a surprisingly nice thing to say. Yeah. It's a good perspective to have on it.
I'm always nice, Stardust.
And yes, you came to see Loop, but it's going to be a pain to go back to floor 2.
Not really. You could always loop back, Stardust. So, find an easy way to die somewhere in Dormont.
There's an easy loop back spot somewhere. Is there? I wonder if you can find it. Anything else? Questions. Let's talk about something?
Sure. What do you want to talk about?
Can you read my thoughts?
nah, I just have very good intuition. Like somehow I can tell you what you're about to say. So weird.
Suspicious.
What? Me? Suspicious? Say it ain't so.
I love Loop. Questions. I had a question about, should I check everywhere again?
You mean you should check the same barrels, the same closets, the same objects, the same tables every loop? I mean, you can, but you know those things won't change, right? If you really want to get a certain item again, or just listen to your friends repeat something funny, you should. I personally would only check 2 or 3 things every loop and ignore the rest. It will just make you crazy to expect something to change when nothing will. All that might change is your reaction to it.
True. Questions again. How come I can see where the keys are? You can? Wait, they didn't know this? How could that be? Is it thanks to you? Maybe.
I figured you have other things to worry about than where a stupid key is. You need to thank me.
It's actually a very good quality of life thing. Questions. Nah, nothing. Actually, nah. Questions. Nah, nothing. Okay.
See you later, Stardust.
So there is a way, you walk your way back as you go, there is a way for us to die in this in Dormont. But I wonder how horrible that would be. You know what I mean? Like, because it seems like the most peaceful way we found so far is to go into a deep sleep into the time stuff. It seems to be anyway. And I don't know if I want to... Now, with the flower thing, should we do the flower thing just in case again? Should we do the other things just in case again? But I think it'll save our progress, right? But just in case, we'll do it again anyway. Because this beautiful artwork, I kind of wanted to bring with me. And we know where to get the other flower as well anyway, so... And this time I'll give it to Bonnie again, you know? Love this artwork. It's very pretty, isn't it? To me and my friends. Yep. And then we get the flower up here. We'll give it to Bonnie again this time, because that's who I kind of like, I think, want to give it to in the end. Yeah. I think everyone's going through a lot, right? But I think that, like, Bonnie is, like, you know, just like, I think a lot of people are hanging on by threads, right? Like, legitimately so. Flower for you. Why not? Yeah, and I don't think we need to tell them about the sleepover either, right? So, they said there's a spa in Dormont that can end our lives. Which, again, it's a heavy thing. Is it literally here? We can't get back over? Oh, that's not good. I guess we're gonna have to go through a lot of the stuff here. Again, it's not one of the situations where I thought that maybe like they were saying jump in the water or something like that, which would have been horrible. But I guess like I can cut back to when we get to like the next to the location of the castle. I guess we can cut back to. There we go. You say sended sauce storage room allowed. The door was unlocked. Well, let's go inside then. Okay, so we're in a whole different room now with more tonics, some vials. Let's see. You got ginger juice, you got sweet tonic, you give the Bonnie for safekeeping. Now, will we get to keep this stuff in between loops then if we loop forward? You know what I mean? Is this something we get to keep? Statue of the Change God has been destroyed. Bookcase full of many books written in different languages. Vogardian, Potarian, Mudu. One that was in a language you cannot read. Just looking at it gives you a headache. It's a Potarian Vogardian translation dictionary. It's open to the page of Vogardian words, starting with T. Taciturn? What does taciturn mean? It's someone who doesn't speak up very often, Boniface.
Oh, like Fred, okay.
Yes, just like Siegfried. Hey, I speak up sometimes. Not really, Sif.
My teacher always says you gotta speak up more. You're an adult, so why don't you speak up more, stupid?
Jesus, why don't you? You just don't have much to say. It's simple to just let people talk. I just don't have much to say. And it's nice to hear you all talk. And yeah, that's the thing. We learned this about Siegfried as well, right? Oh. Aw. That's cute.
That's a lovely thing to say, Siegfried.
Huh? It feels like we've tamed a wild animal, doesn't it? Perfect analogy. Maybe soon we'll even be able to pet him. Oh, crap, just stop. Just imagine it makes me emotional. Are they making fun of you? You hide your face under your hat. See? Now he went back to shy, skittish animal. All this hard work, wasted. Face warm, you walk away, so we're a little bit embarrassed. Yes, we're coming. It's like one of those things where it's like, again, it's your friends teasing you a little bit, but, and I don't think they meant anything bad by it at all. But I think the whole idea of like, I just don't talk because I don't have a lot to say right now is something that like people feel sometimes, where it's like, again, we talked about the idea of them just wanting to hear the other characters speaking because they just want to be a part of something without actually having the pressure of having to speak up. It can be maybe very difficult for them to speak up sometimes as well. And in this sense, it's one of those things when someone asks like, why are you so quiet? You know, but they weren't doing it in a very rude way this time. I think they were just like, being very, poking fun a little bit at their friend. But from, we've seen that in many different people's perspective. It's like, well, I just don't have a lot to say right now, so I don't know why I would talk, And that can come from a lot of emotional stuff inside of them. That can, a lot of feelings that could have as well. Is this going to let us loop forward? Will we have those items that we just got? You had a good sleep. Start again. This is our 4th loop. So do we have to go to here? I don't get this thing here. Do we have to go here or here? Because if you go here, that's just the castle we're already in. But we can go here with all the doors unlocked, I guess. So I'm not quite sure what's the benefit of doing this if we already like collected a bunch of items from here. Please don't tell me that I would just been able to go through that door. Anyway, oh, I know what this is. It's so we don't have to get all the keys again that we collected already. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So it's 5. So every battle we do, we get one of these things. So we're back here. You wake up. You don't exactly dream when you're frozen in time, but it's similar. Or more like, it's a slice of a dream stretched into minutes, hours, and days. A single thought, concept forever rolling out like taffy. You dream about bananas. Probably because we were just eating bananas here, right? And then do we have to equip the memories then? On each character? Like memories of cure. There we go. Memories of so weak. So we can keep their skills, right? Memories of tonics we already have equipped. And memory of snacks, which is good too. Pillow hat. Frying pan. Yeah, it's starting to make some more sense, but obviously you don't feel bad if you need to like explain it to me sometimes. Like, I'm never gonna feel bad about that, because some things I will get wrong. And it's not a bad thing to like be like, hey, garden scissors. That's perfect. Okay, and I guess like we should move on to the next area then. What's our level like as well? Does it show our level? Restores light. Everyone was healed. So we have all our crafts and our skills at this location as well. Okay. We're still in Act 2. Are you ready? Ready. All right. Let's go. The looping mechanic is very interesting. And sorry if there's still some stuff that are confusing to me. But I will get it with time for sure. But it seems like what happened was we were able to go back in time and get those. Let's see if we actually have those items still. Do you think we do? Maybe not. I maybe don't know how that works. Maybe we had to get those items and travel through the world again. Yeah, possibly. So we know we can fight these enemies once again. And it's a good idea to not avoid to not avoid battles. Because we want to make sure we're getting those memories to be able to loop forward as well. So let's do turn it up and send it to Odile. I find the mechanics very interesting, but I'm just saying, obviously I'm gonna like spend some time like getting used to them and understanding exactly what they are and stuff like this. Which I don't mind. Like, it's not a bad thing to have to learn stuff and have to like get used to mechanics and stuff like this. Frozen. Look at that. Oh, but the facial expression's haunting. The facial expression is genuinely haunting. So the attacks are insane. They really are insane. Bringing back Odile. Your turn, and maybe give it to Odile again. But we can't do paper this time, but we can just do a regular paper attack. And now they're vulnerable. But they're still very fast. Even though we might have not gotten the items, we still got that scene with I feel like is gonna be very important going forward. So I'm not feeling too bad about not getting the items, because I think scenes are just as important as that as well. And getting to talk to Loop again is also a great thing. There we go. Very crazy enemy, right? A tough enemy for sure. And with that, we get another part of the memory, I guess. So this is where we saw the other thing before. I think we do have to refight these guys if we want to get the experience we got before, right? This enemy now is a little bit easier, so it's not too bad. Just go for paper. Good stuff. I think as well, like it's one of those things where we will be able to get all the items we got as well, right? And again, the quality of life stuff is crazy. I just hope you understand, and I know you guys will, that it's still a thing where I'm like still trying to get used to everything, and we will. We're gonna have it down to a science at some point, but it's still gonna be very confusing even at that point. I feel like, even when we fully understand it, there's still gonna be stuff that like throws a curveball for us, This was that thing we saw before. This pan looks like it's dying.
It looks all pathetic.
Very sad. Very mistreated. Who would do this? Oh no! I was taking a gardening class before the king attacked. Crab. But no, how are you gonna take care of this? This is a sign of like the neglect of like the place that's gonna happen, because the king has taken over this place, but he's not like doing the maintenance on a lot of these these things as well. That's just it. That's just it. As you pass through, you realize it's not for the first time in the situation that everyone unconsciously makes sure not to touch you any more than necessary. It's not the best feeling, but there must be a reason they're not touching you, so you leave it alone. Interesting. I wonder what the context of that will be. You know what I mean? I know some people just don't like to be, oh god, this guy. Some people just, oh no, I might run. Yeah, I know some people like genuinely like, rightly so, just don't like to be touched like that, you know what I mean? And that's okay. That's more than okay. But I wonder if that's what we're getting at here. But they seem to know not to want to do this. Oh, that's the head maiden's office. Someone like her definitely has some good stuff, right? Like keys, like snacks, like information. Let's go look around. It's funny now, the way we came in here this time was different, because now we're coming in here right away, where before we had Mirabelle kind of reminding us. The head housemaid's massive desk drawer. Mirabelle said the key should be in the drawer. You start looking for the key. So this is the office of the head housemaid in the house of Dormont. She's so like happy to talk about this person as well. I love that. This is another example, by the way, of us like collecting the key is like another example of like how cool the time looping mechanics are going to be. Really, it's just such a simple thing. But you look back to Back to the Future. To me, like my favorite trilogy of all time. Like I think it's so crazy to have like the sports almanac. It's such a big part of that whole story. But it's such a small thing that really explains time looping in a way that like is very, dangerous, but also very real. In this sense, when we take this key, that timeline that we were in is changed now. We now have the key and we have access to open the door in a very small way. It's not going to change things in the way the sports almanac did, but it will change things in a way, because in that timeline we were trapped and never got to fight the king, right? But now we will be able to. It's very interesting that way. Oh, stars. There was a key hidden in there. It was taped down to the underside, so you missed it before. You blinding idiot. No, it's not like... It was... Sometimes you need, like... I find that happens all the time with me as well. Like, let's say when I'm playing games. People be like, how did you miss this part? And it's like, I just did. And now that you pointed out, it's obvious. But, like, in the moment, you kind of don't always see those things. You found the rock key. The keychain dangling from is shaped like the hand in a rock position. How fitting. You put the key in your pocket. You now know where the rock key is located, so we'll have that key pretty much forever, I guess, at this point then. Should we, and here's a question I have for you guys too, should we be looking through all the documents we saw before? Like, will the game give us extra stuff for that? Or is it one of those situations where as long as you remember what was said, it's okay? Because it's very interesting. That's another interesting perspective I have on that too. There it is again. Who's this now? Who's this? It's like an upside... Oh, de-stress. But like it's like they're holding a mask in front of them. Turn it up. We'll give it to our boy. Beautiful shot, honestly. Absolutely beautiful shot. Fighting enemies will be important, right? To get those memories. You insert the key into the keyhole and open the door. Another one. Someone frozen in time. Oh, this is... I don't know. I've seen them around sometimes. I think they're someone's partner. Someone's bonded partner, even. Look at their earrings. Aren't they bonding earrings? Why bonding earrings? You look at them. Their left ear is a beautiful dark dangling earring. The right ear is a simple transparent one. Are those bonding earrings? You're not familiar with what that is. The earrings have different but complementary designs. How romantic. I wonder which half is theirs. I feel like the clear one represents them better, so maybe that's the one their partner made. Do you think we'll see their partner somewhere in the house? Yes. They might be looking for each other when the king attacked. Oh my god. And this scenario then, like, that we're thinking of about this person that's frozen in time, right? We don't know them, but I feel like this is showing even the people we don't know and have no emotional connection to, they still have their own lives and their own stories as well. If you manage to beat the king, they'd get back to normal and look for their partner. They'd start running trying to find them. Flower petals in their wake. And then they'd see each other from across the hallway, eyes looking, like they're creating this like beautiful scenario in their heads. And I feel like he is like a very romantic person. I think Maribel is also like likes to look at the bright side of things too, or at least tries to kind of keep their mind off that stuff as well. They take one step forward hesitantly, wondering if this is real. And then they trip on a brick and break their nose. Oh my god, buddy. And their partner, seeing the blood, would faint in horror. And of course Odile plays along now. And then they feel so bad they made their partner faint, they would exile themselves in shame. Ah yes, how romantic. Again, all their personalities on full display in such a beautiful fashion, right? Really, 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 really beautiful. It's not. Stop crushing our dreams. What's a bonding earring? You suppose it's not very important, but I wonder if it is like just like the same way you would give someone a ring. It's like, hey, we're bonded forever, and maybe it's like one of those things where you have an earring yourself. We know that like we know that Isabeau wears an earring as well, so I wonder if there's something to do with that there as well. How's my health, by the way? It won't matter. It will not matter too much. Whoa, this time we didn't get the big boost here. The big boost in attack. We slowed down a bit here. Thank you, Bonnie. Oh my god, Bonnie. What a freaking clutch move there for Bonnie. Honestly. Very good. You breathe in and out. 300 XP received. Oh my god, look at the hand reaching out for, like, it's like a little kid. Someone frozen in time. That's the librarian. Were they a good one, Mira? Oh, yes. They always had a good recommendations if you're looking for something. And they have a sixth sense for knowing exactly what kind of book you'd like to read at any given time. They're the one who recommended The Cursing of the Chateau Castle to me. And, well, to everyone else in the house here. That book series you're a fan of. Yes. I'm incredibly thankful to them for that. Uh-huh. It's a good series, Madame Odile. Uh-huh. I'll make you read it one day, Madame Odile. Uh-huh. Try to convince the others instead. Since they don't want to read that book series. Is it? It has romance, right? Yes. Sold. Oh. And you see what I mean when they say like they're so good at like portraying how beautiful their personalities are, right? And they don't portray them at any moment. It's not like a thing where it's like, it's one of those things maybe O'Deal doesn't like see those books as having like this big like value or whatever. But like and it's not being rude, but it is like from Isabeau's perspective, Isabeau is like 100% like on board with the romanticism of everything as well. And instantly just shows like, yeah, O'Deal's not the romantic type. Isabeau is. But this is another haunting thing as well. I think once again showing the horrors right in your face of what's happening, also showing that like they had their own jobs, their own lives. They help people, you know. They even no matter how small, they were helping people, you know. Some vials. Let's see. You got 2 sweet tonics. You give them to Bonnie for safekeeping. A book that seems a little too heavy for the table. It's on. This book is massive. It's called The Complete History of Fishing. O'Deal takes the book with 2 hands, and the table with it. Do that again. What? Please. Crap, yeah! Indeed. I'll take this one. O'Deal got the heavy book. She puts it in her pocket to equip later. A fishing book. Fishing It's called Ichthyology, and I'm not studying it. Woo. he almost thought he had it there. I love like just the thing of like O'Deal. O'Deal like, you know, doing something like picking up this heavy book at this table, and like Bonnie's like instantly just like, that's amazing. But still trying to find out like from Isabeau is trying to find out what they're studying, you know. The book is full of books about the House of Change. So the House of Change is the name of the belief, but the house is the name of the place. And there's more than one house in Vaugarde. And house is where people live. Such a confusing language. No, it's not so bad. It makes sense. If you'd like to know more about the House of Change, yes, recommend me a book. But let's be quick about it. Okay. She's so happy to recommend a book to O'Deal. That's so sweet. Or I think you should try this one. Life-changing magic of changing yourself. This one's a little abstract, but it's all about the beliefs of the change god. Living while striving for change within ourselves while keeping our ever-changing god in our thoughts. The book explains pretty well the belief that a lot of the people of Vaugarde live by. Interesting that you only have one deity. Easy to keep track of, I suppose. Oh yeah, what do you have in the Kaboo then? We have gods, spirits, expressions. The nuance gets a little lost in Vaugardian. Expressions for everything. So how many expressions do you have then? A dozen? A few thousand. Huh. What? So many. Do you have to keep track of all of them? Of course not. You only have to pray to the ones that you need. So for me, the expression of search, the expression of writing, and the expression of the creator craft. And lately, the expression of battle and victory, I suppose. Cool. That's pretty neat. I hope the expression of the change god bless us on our journey. Oh, that's so sweet. Then Mirabel, like, you know, bringing into her, like, kind of, like, religion as well, like, trying to, like, equate it to what she believes in. And not disrespecting, you know, just, like, kind of, like, accepting it. O'Deal, like, says there's, like, different expressions, I guess, like, in Kaboo. And I wonder if it's, like, one of those things where it's, like, it maybe adds to the idea of that her personality is very much, like, the personality of, like, necessity in a way. Like, oh, we need to do this, I need to do this, this is wasting my time. You know, kind of like a little bit more serious about stuff as well. Because they already have to deal with, like, it's like, I focus on the stuff I need to do. We will continue to focus on stuff we need to do and not focus on the stuff around it as well. And I wonder if that is, like, adding to their personality quite a bit too. Probably. But I'm not sure. It's a very interesting conversation as well. The bookcase is filled with random books from novels to picture books to massive research essays. You see this side of the bookcase shine slightly. There must be a key somewhere. Maybe inside one of the books? Which book should you imagine? Steppy Cooking, F for the key to meaningful change. This one, Running from Your Problems, pass. This one, you open the book, yep. Inside the book titled Effort, the key to meaningful change, there was a key. Pretty on the nose, you found the paper key. The keychain dangling from it is shaped like the hand in a paper position. You put the key in your pocket. You know where the paper key is located. Step Cooking. You open the book. The book falls open on a recipe for some kind of Kabooan dumplings. Dumplings! Those are called gyozas, Boniface. Love gyozas. Gyozas! I love the, like, body's just, like, accepting it, you know? Just it becomes something, it's the same amazing thing, but now it's gyozas.
How'd you make them?
Please stop screaming.
Sorry. How do you make them?
Bonnie looks intently at the recipe.
Huh. Oh, okay. That's a crabbing easy.
Our tiny little adorable chef's at it again? What?
Oh, sorry. We can go. I can look at it later.
No, it's fine. You might as well look at it now.
Okay.
The little smile on their face too. Again, it's like one of those things where they didn't want to bother anyone. They didn't want to make it seem like they were like maybe like holding up the team. But Odile being like a very supportive, like almost like mother figure, grandmother figure, I guess, to Bonnie, is able to be like, hey, you know, don't worry about it. Check it out. You know?
My sister, she...
Oh, Bonnie, every time they bring up the sister, it breaks my heart. What about your sister, Bonnie?
It doesn't matter. Can we go now?
You all look sadly at Bonnie and try to keep moving. I think what happened there again is one of those situations where it's like fond memory that turns into sadness. You know what I mean? Because then you remember that you don't have that person with you anymore. And that's what Bonnie was feeling in that moment. They had this moment of just like this really beautiful memory that turns into the idea of like, okay, but now it feels sad. It's the same thing, like, not the same thing, but you know, like, have you ever like thought of like a TV show you used to watch when you were like a child and it fills you with joy, but then like then the idea of like growing up, it comes into your mind. You're like, oh my God, man, that feels so weird. You know what I mean? It's like an instantaneous, like weird feeling. But this case, it's like, you know, the idea of like, I don't have my sister with me anymore. Running from your problems. You open the book. This book seems to be about how to get a better running posture and better endurance. Madame Odile could use this book, huh? What does that mean? Just that you're not very fast is all? And you get tired easily too. Maybe if the kids stop running everywhere you go. Sifrine. You quickly look away from her glare.
It's okay, Deal. I can teach you how to run good.
Oh, very sweet, Bonnie. Yes, madame, take lessons from the kid who puts their arms straight behind them while running to run. I want to see you do it.
It's a very interesting way to run, Bonnie. But why? Another kid in Babuch said running like that was aerodynamic.
So maybe like, what's the word I'm looking for? Aerodynamic? Aeronomic, okay. I don't know what I don't know that Vagardian word. Me neither. What's it mean?
It means the wind doesn't matter, I can go fast. There you go. It's aerodynamic.
Ah, do you mean ergonomic?
Do I?
I hope not. That's not how to use that word.
It's not?
Nope.
But running that makes me faster.
Does it?
It does.
Okay.
So Deal should run like this too.
I accept it. You know what I mean? It's like putting flames on the side of your bike. It's gonna go faster. I'd rather not. Yeah, like these sweet interactions, like, and these you know, character interactions I live for in this game. I absolutely adore them. I think they're so well written. And like, you know, as you said, it puts the characters on full display, but also there we just have like, these sweet interactions that make you laugh and smile and feel emotional. They really do a good job with all this stuff, honestly. Again, we're not obviously it's like, you know, avoiding battles is one thing, but what we're trying to do is like less than avoiding battles. I think you would say it is avoiding battles. That's not beating around the bush, but it's obviously, you know, the reason I'm avoiding battles is because we already fought them once. Oh, we're gonna see this again. Yeah. Someone from the house. Yeah, we saw this before as well. Again, puts everything into perspective. This just journey we're on. It changes everything, right? I think we have to go to the other room anyway, so let's go here. The music is so hauntingly beautiful. It reminds me of like almost like a thriller from like the 80s or 70s of like a horror movie. Well, this enemy is actually very simple to beat as well, in fairness. Turn it up. Get the hand movement going again. Great stuff. You breathe in and out. Oh, great. Level up again. Buy one, get one 3? I guess we have a new skill. I mean, we'll take it. All these notes on the outside. It's like a classroom, isn't it? It is like a classroom. Various school supplies. Some school books. Mathematics, geography, crafting, art, sewing, cooking. A board with some doodles in the corner. It's a nice classroom, isn't it? Wonder what classes were taught here. I have bad memories of this. Bad memories? Why? Did you have a bad class in this room, Belle? No, not... It's...
I gave a class here not too long before the king attacked. Oh, really? You're a teacher?
You never said.
No, it was just one lecture and that housemaiding. She said it would be good for me to give a lecture.
A lecture on...
I'm well known in Dormont's house for being the housemaid who has taken the most classes.
Taken the most classes? Like, as a student?
How many is that? Since I came to live here, I think I've registered for a little more than 150 classes.
That would explain why they're constantly like, oh, this person taught me that, and that person taught me this, and I learned this, and I learned that. So they were taking all the classes they could. Huh? How would you even handle this? Even Odile is shocked.
Mirabelle, you went to school for that long? So she wanted me to do a lecture on what taking all those classes taught me.
Like, you know, if you have Odile shocked, it is a lot.
And
should we drop it?
Yes, please.
Of course. If you don't want to talk about it, we won't talk about it. That is a lot of classes, but it would explain why she is constantly talking about, you know, all the stuff that she's learned, I guess, as well. Is this like a tonic or some kind? Some vials? Let's see. You got super sweet tonic. You give it to Bonnie for safekeeping. A desk. On it's a notebook titled Mark Super Awesome Great Amazing Super Duper Cool Notebook. Do not touch. Out of respect, you leave the super duper cool notebook alone. A desk. On its open issue of the Cursing of the Chateau Castle issue 32. And then we have a desk, an open notebook. It has a very lovely handwriting.
Oh, I recognize the handwriting. This is the seat of a very stylish, very scary lady with amazing fashion sense. She often wore a very cool dress, and she always has her dark hair in a bun. We often had the same classes, but she probably doesn't know I exist. I'm a little sad about it. I always wanted to ask her for fashion tips.
So she, like, obviously, like, another person that she remembered as well from this class here. But it seems like maybe there's trauma from, like, what happened with the lesson itself. Maybe it didn't go too well. So yeah, if this is something that she doesn't want to remember, I'm 100% on board with that. You know what I mean? I'm with her. You know, I'm definitely with her. Oh, this thing. Anxiety take. Let's go. Evo, your turn. Let's see. Craft. Slow? Yeah, slow is what we do with this character all the time, right? And then we try and just get it as much as possible. I think we used our hands last time, right? But I think buffing our attacks is a good idea too for the long run. Not maybe. Let's see. No, let's just go for smash. I think debuffing the enemy's defense, if we could, that'd be great. Do we have a move like that? Oh my god, the tick away as well. Buy one, get one free. Deal scissors hits to one enemy. High chance of doing critical damage. Make everyone faster. I think that'd be a good idea too. Craft. There's a weak move there as well. Craft. Let's lower their attack for as long as possible. Craft. Paper again. Craft. Turn it up. I'm willing to just give you the paper attack again. Oh my god. I'm actually so worried about this. Craft. Maybe not a healing. Maybe we do... Maybe we do heal as much as possible. I'm so worried about the ticking here. No! Oh! We're lucky. We're lucky we had our defense up. We are lucky we had any amount of defense up there. That would have gone so bad. We are so lucky. We have to be careful of that. If we can't get them, if we can't dispatch them within like 4 turns, the Caesar are just gonna have to just like leave, right? For sure. Oh my god. Let's try our best with this again. They're ticking away. Craft. Turn it up. So they can't just tick normally. Artsy Silent Burst. Get some weak moves in there as well. Boost all eyes. I don't even think we boosted our defense. So maybe we did. Maybe we did. I don't remember. I don't always remember the moves I do in a battle. We do so many battles. Another takeaway as well. Oh my god. Make it run faster. Craft. Usa's attack would be good too. Craft. Your turn again. Maybe you do so weak. Well, I guess like we did do this last time, and I think it saved us as well. Craft. Turn it up. I think it's always good to give Odile back the turn so they can just do this. Nice critical, right? Really nice critical. Oh god. We can. I'm kind of thinking we just attack, right? Oh, that seemed quicker than last time as well. Oh god. Okay, we have to be careful with that. We have to definitely be careful with that. I think just doing a lot of damage is probably the best way to go about it, honestly. Like genuinely so. We're using a lot of our potions. You get what I'm saying? Like I think you know we can do all the try to get the multi attack. Oh, a sadness, another weird one. Like the one that gave us the crest? Wait, Boniface? What do you mean by weird? No, wait, what do you mean? Wait, what? What do you mean by weird one? Is that a wrong thing to say? Let's go. Because we saw one, right? We saw one of these guys already. Correct, right? Interesting. Is it that... Wait. Is it possible that we haven't seen it before in this run? And somehow Bonnie has? I wonder. I'm sure you guys will explain that as well anyway. Let's go for rock. Nice little shot there as well. Boost everyone's attack. Make it run faster. Jesus, the damage that they're doing with us there. Again, a weak attack as well. Thank you so much, Bonnie. Slow?
You stop right there in your tracks. You don't worry about that whatsoever.
Again, we focusing on getting the big move is probably the best idea, so let's just try this. Get some crits in there. And then get a smash. You breathe in and out. 1100 XP. These dungeons are actually longer than I thought to be. You got a star crest. You put this... Oh, yeah. Another crest. So they do remember this. Yeah, of course. We should be careful about where we use this one. It's to destroy the things, right? For sure. It's a barrel. It's full of nothing. There's a note on the wall. It says, stop eating nuts directly from the barrels. Will do. It's a broken pillar. So, yeah, that destroys the tears. Key time. You insert the key into the keyhole and open the doors. That's the paper key that we got. Ah, wait. Oh, no. But only one crest, so we have to decide which way to go, huh? Why don't we... I vote this way. Why this way? Manly man's intuition.
That's stupid.
You're stupid.
I vote this way. Why this way? Smart kid's intuition. And also the way Zah didn't choose, so...
I'm with the kid. It's been a while since we teamed up, hasn't it? Oh my god, they're so happy about it too.
Yeah, we're the opposite side of the age spectre allies.
It was opposite side of the age spectrum allies, but I understand there's big words in there. Opposite sides of the age spectrum allies. The other body just accepts it and goes like, yeah, because I think they probably see Odile as someone very smart. So they accept, like, and whenever they're kind of corrected by Odile in a way that's, like, helpful. Mira, Mirabelle, my friend, my sister from another mother. Please.
No, Belle's with us. I'm with Isabeau.
Yes. Belle and Beau. The Beauty Alliance. Beauty Alliance.
What kind of a name is that?
Look at their face.
Do you guys spend the day looking pretty? How dare you?
Also, yes. Just look at us. Isabeau strikes a pose and Mirabelle follows suit a beat later. They both look striking.
Oh.
We all have chosen sides, so that only leaves Seafreen. You're the tiebreaker. Would you hate being the tiebreaker? Can't we just get along?
No.
They insulted the Beauty Alliance. The Beauty Alliance! All that's left is war. I love that like they're taking the Beauty Alliance very seriously here. Whoa. Unless you bring peace to the alliances by choosing a side. You're the only one who can bring peace to this land. That the Age Alliance, the Beauty Alliance. Honestly, like I was gonna go down originally. Because I thought that down, because we went down last time, so I'm trying to think of like, you know, to get into like a game dev head perspective, even though I'm not a game dev, but like get into their perspective. So I was thinking, what if we go down? But I wonder, why can't we go in the middle? I don't even know what to pick here. I really don't, because we can loop right no matter what. I might just go with my original thought and go down, right? Because we could loop back if we need to. But obviously we'd have to do like, we'd remember the key locations and stuff, I guess, but we'd have to go back and do a lot of the stuff we did before, right? If we mess this up. Yeah, let's go with what I thought of before. Yes! We will not forget such a terrible sight, Seafreen. I had to pick one of you guys. It's already...
We will not forget. We will not forgive. May you eat only potatoes for the rest of your life.
I am Irish. May your house fall down your horrified face. Oh no.
Yeah, what she said.
We're kidding, Seafreen. Don't look so distraught.
I'm not kidding.
I'll put potatoes in Free's pocket. Don't tell them. I'll help you later. I love the relationship. You assume a guarding stance. Bonnie immediately assumes an attacking stance. Alright, kids. Let's use the crest then, shall we? Let's go! Like, I think that Bonnie and Odile's relationship, let's just see what this way is this way as well. Their relationship is very like as I said, supportive and sweet, and it looks like Odile like really lets their guard down a little bit around Bonnie just to make them feel a bit better as well, you know? It's a very sweet relationship. The door is locked tight. It's locked by one of those weird locks. Word locks. Say storage room. You say storage room aloud. Nothing happens. Worth a try. What if we say change? And then what's the word then? Where's the word this time? You look at it. Is it what gives you look? Have you never seen lock like this before? Vulgardian lock. Instead of a key, needs specific words to open. Words. Yes, you just need to say the words aloud. I think they call it a open phrase. Open phrase. Fascinating. So what's with the phrase for this lock? I do not know. So it's locked. Yes. Yahoo. So it's similar to the conversation we had before, but we don't know what the open phrase will be. Yeah, I don't know if we chose the right way. We like, not that it is a wrong. Oh God. Honestly. See you later. See you later at this stage. Oh, we might have chosen the wrong way. Maybe. But we'll see. Someone frozen in time. Because it's a dead end, obviously, but... Oh. Please tell us more. No, that's, sorry, I mean... That man isn't our housemate. He's a scholar. He's working really hard, on a project. It's... boring. Why don't you like him? Was he mean to you? Should we do so? Oh my God, Odile. Please don't. He is, he's a human man that exists. Oh my God, she's a sweetheart, isn't she? Because I love that they're so sweet as well, that they're like, we will literally do something to this frozen person because they upset you. But in Mirabelle's mind, it's like exactly what we've been saying so far. It's like, these aren't just frozen pillars. They're people that had lives and thoughts and loves and memories and stuff, you know? Okay, listen. I think he stole one of my priceless issues of the Cursing of the Chateau Cause. Get him! Oh no, a thief! No, forget I said that. I have no concrete proof, but my issue disappeared shortly after he came into my dorm to ask me something, that's all. A thief. You look through his pockets. There's a book inside. The title, The Curse of the Chateau Castle, issue 3. Okay, so he robbed you. That's so bad. You wave it around. What do we have here?
So I was right. This horrible thief.
Mirabelle gets back her priceless copy of The Cursing of the Chateau Castle. She angrily stuffs it in her pocket. Victory!
It's back.
It is. Sorry for bad mouthing while he was frozen in time. It's okay. And if anything, it's probably the best way to go about it because it still treats them like they're humans, you know? He's a very talented scholar also. This is fun, Mirabelle. You should show your ruthless side more often, honestly. And like, if that's ruthless Mirabelle, like honestly, it's still the biggest sweetheart in the world. But like, I think treating them like they still are humans, like, you know, he stole from you. I think it would be wrong just to treat him as if he's just like some pet or some, not pet, but some like creature that like it needs to be like, you know, remembered as something they weren't, you know? No. I loved it. I loved it too. Because again, it shows that they're human. A book about traps and how they work. Some of the pages are bookmarked. Does it say anything about the traps you've seen so far? Traps. One of the bookmarks labeled Death Corridor. This is where you first died, but you're still not sure whether the trap was activated when it did. You read the page. The type of trap in Death Corridor is apparently called, if you feel safe, it activates. Oh, so once we felt safe, then it activated. That's crazy. That's psychotic. We'll see. There's one hell of a disgusted face you're pulling. So it's literally because we felt safe, that's why it activated. Yeah, but the interaction here with Mirabelle and this character here, once again, it's Mirabelle, you know, being such a sweetheart when it comes to the idea of like these frozen people. It's another person who has their own life and has their own world that they were in, and their own space that they lived in. But I love that we're also seeing that side of Mirabelle where it's like, hey, like, you know, you can't just act as if they were perfect people before this happened, you know? And I think that's a better way of looking at it than it is just to act like they were like just amazing no matter what. You know, sorry for bad-mouthing them. They stole from you. That's who they were. That's what they did. And it's a very mean thing to steal from Mirabelle. And I loved all the other characters being like, we will literally, you know, do something to him if you want us to, you know? There's something on the counter. You found the scissors key. There we go. The key dangling from it is shaped like a hand and a scissors position. So we did choose the right option. You put the key in your pocket. You know where the scissors key is located. So, rock, paper, scissors. Just good old basic rock, paper, scissors. Makes sense. You all nod. It makes sense. So, I guess this is the right way to go. I'm avoiding you because I don't want to get destroyed by that creature. Hopefully we can go. I think we can go back and find a save point, right? Should we be fighting more enemies? You guys let me know. Should I be fighting them even more? We can fight like one or two along the way back, right? We don't want to get too weak, especially these guys. You can fight them no problem. And getting those memories is important. Oh, I forgot he was like down. They were down. Sorry about that. My bad completely. Yeah, we'll get back to the save point and try to avoid enough fights along the way. We'll see if we can. It might not work out like that very well, but we'll see. Like there was a save point down here, right? Yeah. Perfect. And we can save our time here too. Those are real friends, by the way. Oh, we're back to the first act. That was like that was the ending to the first part of this playthrough, honestly. Or the first episode, I should say, I think. Oh, there's a save point here as well. as the same as last time. Yes. I wonder how... This is a large dungeon. Like, so far, this is... Especially with the loops, this has been a... Probably like a 4-hour dungeon at this stage, right? Key time. You insert the key into the keyhole and open the door. To me, anyway, it was. More passages here. What is that? Strong sadness again? We'll be fine. Let's go. Go. That's such an interesting like design as well from this perspective. Even what they're gonna look like in this frame. It's like two. Oh my god! It's like two. Yeah, same ordeal. Same. Get ready, everyone. One is rock and one is paper, by the way. So we'll have to see their names here when we do this too. So one is rock and one is paper. So we can definitely do this here. And do a critical weak attack. But again, it doesn't do much damage, does it? Acclement, abattement. get a buff in our attack as well. Why not? I think getting buffs as much as possible is a pretty good idea. Oh my god, already? We're gonna have to deal with that a lot, aren't we? Jeez, they're wrecking us here. Turn it up. Probably a waste of time there, but still. Man, they're so fast. I barely even got to do anything. Do we have to level up even more, possibly? Is me like avoiding second times true, is that a bad thing? Like, look at this. Look how freaking fast they are. We gotta go faster too. Like, look at that damage. I think generally we're gonna have to like maybe level up a bit more. It might be, I think avoiding the battles the second time is not a good idea. It seems to me not a great idea. Their defenses are crazy. Like, absolutely nuts. Yeah. Another weak attack again as well. We got our special move. Let's go. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, we're building towards that for sure. We can't do slow again, but we can do... I think it's best to get rid of them as soon as possible. I think it's so good. Short-haired one is doing something. Wait, what? Whoa, they sacrificed the other one? They killed the other one? That's an interesting moveset. That's a super interesting moveset. But honestly, pretty good for us. It's not terrible, because now we have like these attacks working as well. No one needs to be healed right now, but we can't just do a basic attack. We can't do a scissor attack right now, but we can... I think guard for now. It's okay, Bonnie, don't worry about it. Great stuff there as well. Craft, your turn. Mirabelle. Simple attack. Go again. Two like big attacks here in one turn. There we go. A very interesting battle there. And this creature that sacrificed his friend. See if he's not level 49. Mirabelle not level 48. Isabeau is level 48. Odile is level 48. We won. All right. One last floor to go. So it's the last floor then. So could this game... I wonder at what point does it save the checkpoints? It's probably the next save point, right? Is what I'm getting at. I'm thinking. Whoa, what's that? This room feels safe too, doesn't it? Break time? Maybe not. We might still have a lot to... What was that? Yeah, what... Oh, is this Tommy? Okay, look, we should take a break. That was so loud. How hungry are you for it to be this loud? I don't get this whole this swole by skipping meals. Anyway, let's take a break for now. Your body is trained to understand like how you eat meals normally, right? So like I guess if you're like, you know, eating a lot for working out, which you do have to eat more, and everyone's diet is different, everyone's bodies are different. So like, you know, you have to understand everyone's diet will be different. So like he's probably eating a lot more than, you know, for his energy usage as well, you know? And everyone's body is different, you know? How much longer until the snacks are done? 5 minutes. Okay, take your time. He didn't mean that. Oh, I know he did. Hey, everyone, hey. So, I haven't brought it up yet, so, I have a question.
A secret adult conversations for adults, no kids allowed?
Do you not want Boniface to hear? Yeah. If for sure they won't hear, then yeah. Say at normal volume. Body is the cutest. Body forgot to tie their shoe. They sure are. So they can't hear. You give a thumbs up. Good. Okay. So, if any of you bites the dust, what should we do with your body? Such like a dark question, but it's one of those things that you probably would think about on a journey like this. You know, when Frodo and Sam are going to the Mount Doom, I'm sure it crosses your mind at least once, even though you don't want it to cross your mind. What am I going to do with Frodo if he dies? How am I going to get his body back to the Shire? What? Yikes. I wonder if this was just on his mind. I'm sorry to ask. I know it's not the best moment. But most of us have different beliefs, don't we? Oh, yes, as well. This perspective, honestly. So, well, in case, change forbid, one of us dies today and the others are able to honor your body, how should we do it? So that's actually honestly, it's weirdly sweet that he wants to know the best way he can honor them before if they pass on. Like, Madame Odile, is there a Kabuan way or...
No, it's a valid concern. Well, in Kabul, you'd burn the body and take the ashes to the gem maker to transform them into a diamond.
That's gorgeous, but that won't be easy feasible. I'd love that, man. That sounds beautiful.
You change it to a diamond?
Hardcore. It sounds gorgeous.
But if that's not doable, you can donate my body to any house of Vaugarde. Vaugarde is saved. I'm sure they'd have a use for my body of the savior.
So like as like a donor, maybe?
Well, the House of Change recommends burying your body under a tree or so our body can nurture the nature around it. Be part of a change and all that. Is the same for you, Isabeau?
I mean, I'd be dead, right? So I don't really care that much later. And well, for Bonnie, what should... Wow, we won't allow Bonnie to die. Not even entertaining the idea, right? Oh my god. Oh my freaking god. That hit me so hard. They're not even gonna entertain the idea. Even if we're about to die, there are ways to craft to make sure Bonnie... They're gonna like literally be like, make sure that Bonnie's the one that survives. Because they're a baby, they're a kid. So no matter what, that's so like beautiful. I literally, that moment when I saw over our dead body, it hit me in the heart. You all nod. I love that they're all agreeing. They're like, we're not letting anything happen to Bonnie, no matter what. That's something you all agree with. So even though we have different cultures, different perspectives, different places we come from, different things we eat, different things we look at, different ways we look at the world, different words that we know, different gods. One thing is that unites every one of us. Well, two things. We're all going to fight the king, but the other thing unites is that we're not going to let Bonnie die. So beautiful. What about you, Siffreen? Will there even be a time this will apply to you? You won't die for good, so it doesn't matter. Oh my god, and then now we're thinking about these things of the time loop, right? Everyone else has their ways they're going to be buried. Us, for now at least, why would we even think about this? But throw my ashes to the sky, bury me at the highest peak, it won't happen, so it doesn't matter. Honestly, like, no, leveling with you guys, if you're talking about me, as in, you know, Calvin, also known as Romer, I think this is beautiful.
Oh, this is new to me. Is it perhaps common where you come from?
Wink?
Sorry for asking.
No, I didn't mean it like that. Oh my god, if we ever get the loop, I'm changing that. We won't get the loop though.
Are you done talking?
To this point, I mean.
Because it's snack time, baby.
Oh, it's a serious business snack time. I'm listening. They all adore Bonnie, and how could you not? Such a sweet, sweet kid.
Snack times are always serious business, dummy. Today I have,
let's see, some Madeleines?
Thank you for making some, Boniface. I also have
pineapple slices. Very good for you. Probably give you a lot of energy. Very tasty. It's almost like a dessert amongst itself.
They
Get some sugar on them. Wow, that's actually gonna be really nice. Just plain pineapple slices with sugar. That sounds amazing. They could be a dessert amongst themselves. They really could be. And pineapple's good, you know. It's very good for you. And again, it tastes so sweet. It could be a dessert. It's just not very exciting is all. I'm excited. Excited? You want exciting? Then eat this. What's that? Fish head. Oh my god, their eyes sparkling. Fish head. Fish head. Why a fish head? Probably very good for you as well. Fish is yummy. The textures are different and good. Are they? They are. Okay. So which snack do you guys want? You'd like... just in case no one tries the fish head, I'm going to try the fish head. Yeah. Because here's the thing. Very good for you. Tastes like a dessert. Very good treat. It's nice. Not sure about this, but with this, 100%. And it's good for you. Omega-3. Protein. You know, we got all this stuff here going. But also, I don't want Boniface to ever feel like no one's going to try this. There you go. Bonnie hands you the fish head. I'm going to add another if someone wants one. I'll try it. I'm curious. There we go. That's great. Do we eat the whole thing? Yeah. But, like, not the eyes, right? No, you can eat the eyes, too. They're the best part. Isabeau hesitantly takes a bite. Oh. It's all right, actually. Uh-huh. You eat yours. Yummy. That's lovely. After eating your snacks, everyone's health has been restored. A nice little treat for everyone here. We'll talk to everyone as well. Yeah, just like a really beautiful, like, somber scene there that we had where they're talking about the idea of, like, death and what could happen after their death and how they want to be, like, buried. And again, every single conversation has such a great insight into all the personalities, you know what I mean? I feel like with Seafreen, and once again, the whole thing of throwing my ashes into the sky, it's not a lack of care, it's just a lack of, like... Well, care might be the word. I don't think they care about the whole idea of, like, the death aspect right now, at least. I think it's more they're just happy to be here. They're happy to be with these people. They found some sort of purpose, even though there's something that's keeping them quiet. There's something that is making them feel this way at times, and it probably is like a mental health thing as well. But right now, I think that they're not thinking about death in that way because of the time loop. But I wonder, I feel like something is going to hit them with like a ton of bricks at some point. You know what I mean? It feels like we're building up to something like that. You know what I mean? Bonnie seems to be thinking hard about something. We'll save your sister, Bonnie. Huh? Oh. Yeah, I know. It's always on their mind, of course. We could die today, huh? Oh well. I've had a good life. You won't die today, Odile. Oh, is that so? I won't let you. You can prevent it after all. Keep that sort of speech for the younger ones. I'm sure Isabeau would love it. You should love it too. Hey, Seif. You know you look like a hamster when you eat. You do? No, I don't. I'm so sorry to be the one to tell you this, but you do. Your cheeks get all big and round. Cute hamster. Isabeau. Yeah? Stop being cheeky. Their puns are funny together. It's more that they're just cute with each other. Mirabelle is biting her nails. You point to them. Nails. Just nails? Oh. Thanks, Seafreen. Just a reminder, I guess, she should be wearing gloves like you do. We're gonna be okay. I hope so. You might even say, oh, no. We're gonna nail it. I won't let you win. You almost did, though. Beautiful music here as well. This is gonna be the end of the video here, guys. And we're gonna talk about, I guess, like some of the stuff that happens in this episode. Really, it's just like a lot of stuff that happens in this game, and it really feels like a journey. There's not any specific big cutscene moments. It's more like a case of like little moments that happen over time that mean a lot. And I feel like that's what the music's stunning, and that's what we're getting here with this as well. It's gorgeous. I think like what hit me the hardest across these episodes and this episode as well is like the idea of like going through this building while having like the knowledge that there's people inside here who had these lives who did pass away, kind of showcasing like what could happen to us at some point if we're not too careful, and what this all could lead to, like the dangers of this journey, the really horrors of this journey. But at the same time, we had like some happy moments too. The conversation we had at the end though about like the idea of like how everyone's gonna die, I really feel like it's one, like I said, it's one of those moments that you would think about on your journey. You would be like kind of like, what's going to happen after everything? Like, how do I do this? And I think it's honestly like, it could be very morbid. But I also think it's very thoughtful of Isabeau to think about like everyone's different cultures and the religions of how we're going to bury people and stuff like this as well. And I think that like all the answers like were very telling. Like we said, like personality wise, Odile saying like how you would do it, like turning into a diamond. But if you can't do that, just give up my body for like a cause, like a use in some way as well. And I think that's like, when we saw that from all the characters giving off like what they would think of this sense too. But the love they have for Bonnie is something that's so beautiful in this game. The fact that they didn't want Bonnie to hear this, but also they said like, they're not even entertaining the idea of Bonnie dying. You know what I mean? And just like we won't entertain the idea of anyone dying either. We're not going to let anything happen to anyone as well. Because as soon as we die, because here's the thing, I'm willing to believe that if we die, we're either going to die first because we're looking for traps, or like everyone will die at the same time. So we can always look back in that sense, hopefully. I know it sounds so weird to hope for, but it does sound like a hopeful thing to me. Right now we're like heading towards the king, right? We're in the last floor, which means probably like around next episode or the episode after that, we're going to be like fighting the king in some way. But I really find all of this to be really amazing. Like it is like this really, really somber but like beautiful journey that we're on. Like I said, there was a lot of really funny moments and really like beautiful moments with each other and really sweet moments. Like the moment like where they're like separated across the hallways. That's what I mean. There's so many like little moments that because they have such big personalities and personalities I'm already attached to, it makes those moments feel so special. You want to see how everyone's going to react in a situation. Like, it's one of those situations where like these are like perfect characters in the sense that like I would like to ask them like 1,000,001 questions about what they would do in certain situations. If you won $1 million, what would you do? Someone, kicks your car or keys your car, what do you do? Someone says a mean thing to you in the hallway, what do you say? You want to understand all these things about these characters. You really do, because they're so interesting. And now we're getting into kind of like the nitty gritty of this stuff, because I feel like it's what they've done really well also is that as we've gotten up and closer to the floors, we've had like more morbid situations. And again, I don't think the death conversation is as morbid as it's supposed to be, maybe, because I think maybe it's also intentionally supposed to be very sweet in a way too. It's talking about like what could happen, but also talking about like we're not going to let anything happen to Bonnie. But I do think it's becoming more real as we're heading through the floors. Like we're seeing more dead, people frozen in time. We're hearing more about the stories about people that the stuff that's happened here. We're hearing more about people's fears, like the idea of like what's going to happen after everyone dies. But really, it is just like I feel like the more we progress, the more real this feels. Because I think you can sometimes it's like when you have to go to like a job interview and it's a bad example, but if you have something you have to go to that you're really nervous about, and it's a 20-minute drive, the first 5 minutes are like okay, I'm not there yet. It gets a little bit more nerve-wracking. Then when you're like driving into like the parking lot, all of a sudden, what happens? The nerves go to an all-time high, and you start thinking about a lot of things. You can't separate your mind from it anymore. I think that's what's happening. Not that they were trying to separate themselves from this. They were going on a journey, you knew what they were doing, but it becomes more real as you head on through the building as well. In love with this, guys. Thank you so much for watching this, and again, 100% give your takes on like whatever I'm saying, but also like if you disagree with what I'm saying as well. I think Seyfried's character, by the way, just like before we go any further to end this, I really feel like they are a character that is. They find it hard to like talk in certain situations. They found a kind of a groove when it comes to Isabeau and Mirabelle, where they know they can be sweet with Mirabelle, and they know the relationship with everyone. Like it feels like they're very safe in their relationships. But I don't think they want to step outside those boundaries. Like they know they can joke around with Isabeau. They know they can have very sweet conversations with Mirabelle. They've kind of adapted to know that Odile will teach them stuff, or like kind of like lecture them in a way. But also be kind of like that motherly figure in a way, while Bonnie is that character who kind of like, always insults them, but in a very funny way. So they feel like they found a groove, which probably makes them feel very safe, which is probably why they don't talk a lot, I guess, because they probably feel safe around these characters. But there is a tone of like, of not expressing themselves fully, maybe, because they feel like, and some people are like this, but they just feel like they can't, and they feel like they don't have much to say, and they wonder like, why is everyone talking so much? Because I feel like that's what happens with like a lot of like really big introverts, where it's like why you ask me why I'm not talking? Like you're all talking. It's not enough, But anyway, thank you so much to my patrons at the highest tier of my Patreon for being so awesome, and thank you so much to Never Can Pay the Gangster here on Patreon. That being Tyfire 2, Jamie Bull, Johnny the Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Felicious Felix, Ewald, Radish Shadusa, Death Trap, Link Sparky, The Assassin, True Peter Butter, Peter Selson, Heck, Leon, High Kasperian, Jared Beanham at the highest tier of my YouTube, Roy Gamer 7, and Blasco, and I'll see you all so soon. Bye bye.